Around the world and back in your eardrums, once again, it is time for the opposite reaction on our special edition. Nick Hamilton, Jackie Ray in the building. I'm sure many of you by now have witnessed or watched or even heard about or bootlegged it or whatever you did to watch Space Jam: A New Legacy, starring LeBron James, Don Cheadle, and the young man who plays LeBron's son, Cedric Joe, along with the Looney Tune characters as well. So, Jackie, what did you think about Space Jam? What do you call it? Space Jam 2 or Space Jam
Jam: A New Legacy with LeBron King James. I thought this movie was so good. Let me just start at the beginning. Can I just say real quick? Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So good. I love the way that the movie started because it kind of started with LeBron's childhood and how his coach just basically said, no fun. You don't get to play video games. You don't get to really be a kid. You got to focus on basketball because basketball could change not only your life, but the life of your family as well. I really like that. I told Nick it took me about an hour to get through the intro because I just kept replaying it and replaying it and replaying it because it was just so awesome. I loved it so much. But there was a lesson in that moment. I think when you watched the intro, you immediately knew what the lesson was going to be because I think, and this is just real life, I think parents often get caught up in how their childhood went or any kind of adversities that they went through as a child, and they automatically kind of project those onto their kids and like, oh, this is how I did it. This is how you have to do it too. I actually like what his name is, AG Algae Rhythm. I actually liked his idea that they ended up having in that little meeting that LeBron was like, no, this is the dumbest idea ever. I thought that would have been fun seeing like a cartoon version of Game of Thrones with LeBron in it. That would have been fantastic.
There are certain parts of this movie that I did like. I did like the fact that you saw a family that was together. Oftentimes we don't see enough of that. We always cry out for that. So I like that aspect of it. Two, please stop saying this is a kid's movie. This is not a kid's movie. This is a family movie.
Oh, I see what you said. Okay, I get
This
it.
is a family movie. This is a family movie that includes one or two adults and the kids. So this movie was geared towards parts for adults, parts for kids. This is not a kid's movie. Number three, the biggest thing I will say, it felt like it should not have been called Space Jam. It should have been called LeBron and the Looney Tunes because this felt like a LeBron biopic. I mean, how many of us don't already know the story of LeBron James,
Not the
right?
whole movie, just
So
the beginning, right?
I mean, it was enough. It was like, come on. Here's the thing. I don't care. First of all, LeBron James was subpar acting. Thank God for Don Cheadle.
Oh man, hey.
Because Don Cheadle anchored the movie because he's a superb actor that he is. I liked his character. I thought his character was kind of funny. Of course, I like the Looney Tunes characters, minus the Warner Brothers propaganda. But I did like the Looney Tunes characters. I did like Cedric Joe, the young man who played his son. I thought he did a really good job playing his son. I thought that this movie had some funny parts to it. The thing I loved the most was that the WNBA players got their shine. And shout out to Diana Taurasi and Nneka Ogwumike. I did not like the fact that they changed the names. They were the Monstars. They will always be the Monstars.
Right. I agree with that.
I don't give a damn about no Goon Squad. Even LeBron messed up and said, "Oh yeah, the Monster." I mean, okay, we call them the Goon Squad now. I think I gave the movie a C, and I gave the movie grading a C because I thought it was all right. I don't think it was fantastic at all. I've seen better movies.
I disagree with you, and I mean, I'm not going to say that LeBron is like Denzel because he's definitely not as far as like any acting.
Hell no.
But Michael Jordan's acting to me was terrible. So LeBron's acting was definitely better than Michael Jordan.
And that's not saying much.
Well, yeah,
I mean, it ain't saying much.
What did you give it? A C?
I gave it a C.
I would probably give it a B plus, A minus. And the reason why I gave it a B plus is because I thought the plot was very, very good. And that's the thing that I thought the first Space Jam didn't have. The plot was just kind of like, it was fun. It was just a cartoon. I give it a B plus, A minus because I thought the plot was very good. There were some things that I didn't like. Number one, I thought that they could have got into Toontown a little bit better. I didn't like the way that they ended up in Toontown. I thought that they could have spent a little bit more time figuring out how they got into Toontown. After I was like, that's dumb. You just walk into a server room and then this wall. That's dumb as hell. I did not like that. I thought that the wife's role was so. I agree with you, but
Pointless.
her role was extremely pointless. Either give her some more lines, make her be more, influential in that situation, or just have her. I just didn't understand her role. I didn't like her role at all.
Well, shout out to Slink Johnson, Black Jesus, because his part was hilarious. Now that's one part. Playing the security guard, that dude was hilarious. So shout out to my man Slink Johnson for representing, because man, that dude was hilarious.
Like he was only on screen for like a minute, but we remember him because he was so good. Versus the wife's role, you're like, okay, you just walking around carrying a baby.